In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you details of a data stock beating Nvidia in 2025 and in excellent momentum. And for MMTLP and GNS, we're going to be looking at new class action for shareholders to look for settlement and also implications for MMTLP. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first of all, from Market Watch, we can see the economy survived the government shutdown, but obviously all is not well. So it's a bit of a volatile week for the markets, and the US is now facing a tough labour market as well as persistent inflation, which is going to impact any potential rate cut. From CNBC, we can now see the Nasdaq did close higher on Friday, and that was after a 3-day losing streak, and there was some good recovery in the tech stocks. And we can also see from CNBC in terms of news with regard to the former Fed governor, Adriana Kogler. She has allegedly, let's say, violated trading rules while at the central bank, and this is in response from the ethics report. And I think this is also with regard to her investing in a number of stocks when she should not have done, in breach of the rules. So let's now look ahead to another huge week for earnings, and I think the ones that we will be focusing on in the Discord include TRIP. We're also going to be looking at KULR. The big one on Wednesday will be Nvidia. We also have Walmart, Webull, and many more. So in terms of shout out to Savvy Trader, I'd like to give you a quick opportunity to join me on Savvy Trader to get all my buy and sell alerts. Currently, for the year 2025, my portfolio of 25 stocks is up close to 36%. And this week, I also added a new position and also increased my holding of an existing position. Before we get started, I'd like to take 1 minute of your time to share more details about the Trading Secrets Discord. And once you join, you'll get access to our daily stock alerts, the weekly watch list, share price trading on the Monday, also the $1 Million Challenge, and much more. And for some of the members, I also share my buy and sell alerts live. These include swing trades, and they also include long-term holds. In terms of the weekly watch list, these are our calls that are also recorded weekly with some tremendous returns, including LAES up over 152%, RUM up over 51%, and many more. But obviously not all calls are successful. We've had a $2,000 Discord update, and this includes live breaking news. It also includes why a stock is moving, analyst rating, FDA news, halt, stack pools, and much more to help in your trading decisions. We have a new top ranked stocks DD channel with well over 30 stocks now for number 1 rated buy stocks. And finally, you can also join us in the famous $1 Million Challenge, where we use compound return investing, looking at 201 trades with a return of 3.5%. I'd like to now share details of your data memory stock beating Nvidia in 2025. It's a profitable company, and it's also a company in great momentum with potentially a great future going forward. So the company is known as PSTG, trading on the Nasdaq, also known as Pure Storage Incorporated. So let's have a look at details of the company profile. So this is a company that provides data storage and management technology products and services in the United States and as well as internationally. So the company has software called Purity Software, and it's shared across its products and provides enterprise class data services such as data reduction, data protection, encryption, as well as storage protocols. So I think it's certainly in an area with a tremendous amount of potential growth. So we're going to have a look at the chart here for 2025. Currently up over 37%, and there has been a pullback from the recent highs. It did go close to the $100, and I do think this is potentially giving a buying opportunity, trading at $84.59, and the close of market on the Friday was up over 1.66%. We can see it's rated as a buy. We can also see in terms of a key date here, December the 2nd. We're going to talk about that shortly. In terms of the earnings, market cap in excess of 27 billion and revenue 3.3 billion, and the company is also profitable. So let's have a look at details why memory storage has become the hottest trade on Wall Street. There are a number of competitors that are also doing exceptionally well. We're going to look at those shortly as well. But data centers right now are going through a hot period. In terms of training, they're looking at language models, which are important in terms of the intensive process that requires terabytes upon terabytes of data, especially on the clouds. And in terms of the storage, this is why this sector is going through some tremendous growth. So the three catalysts I think that are driving the data storage surge right now. So firstly, obviously everything is AI related. So we have a cyclical resurgence. Memory devices such as hard drives, NAND, flash storage are going to be in huge demand. In terms of the sector rotation, the theme is now more about the large cap tech valuations getting stretched, including Nvidia. And in terms of the industry alignment, we're going to see shortly that some companies in data storage have also looked at strategic initiatives that are already building big time dividends. So the sector is certainly going to benefit, and I think right now this is an area that is going to be showing some more growth for going forward. So the company Pure Storage is looking at a subscription business model that is driving growth, and what this basically means is recurring growth. So the competitors such as Western Digital and SanDisk, they do have better margins, but the advantage that the company we're looking at today, trading on the NYSE PSTG, it has recurring revenue and soaring demand. So the company also makes flash memory drives that are certainly crucial to the AI sector, and in terms of the recurring revenue growth, we're looking at approximately 18%. So they do have Nvidia and Meta as two of the important recurring clients, and I think this is hugely important for the company. So in the recent earnings, the earnings was exceptionally bullish, very strong, and obviously we saw a significant increase in the share price. So that date that is for your diary, December the 2nd, 2025. Keep an eye out on that, because obviously the company is going to be reporting earnings, and I am going to expect a beat on there. So let's have a look at the recent chart for the previous year, 2025, and we can see the stock is currently having a little bit of a pullback from the highs, retesting the support at the 50-day moving average, and also with the RSI back under 70, and we also saw a little bit of a sell-off on their tech and AI tech related stocks. So I think certainly a potential for this one to be for us to look at. So the stock is showing lots of bullish momentum. There has been a pullback, and we know the shares are retesting the 50-day moving average, so keep an eye out on that date. In terms of the financials, which I think are important, let's have a look at the charts here from 2020 to 2024. So we can see here continuous growth in revenue. Company is profitable, unlike many others. So we can see here revenue 3.17 billion. That was an increase of close to 12%. And we can also see earnings 106.74 million, and a very impressive growth there in earnings of 74%. So in terms of the balance sheet, also very strong, very healthy. The company have an equivalent of $1.54 billion in cash, only $225 million in debt, so certainly very strong, and over working capital close to $1 billion. So I'm going to finish off by having a look at some of the growth drivers as well as the challenges. So obviously the significant growth driver is going to be AI and the hyperscaler deals, including Meta and Nvidia. I think there's going to be a shift in the subscriptions, and the company is going to benefit more from the recurring revenue. So in terms of the market position, all flash leadership, and we're looking at $50 billion plus storage market is expanding and growing. In terms of the challenges, we do have high multiples, and there is small room for error. Price could drop. Obviously the stock is certainly volatile, but I think in good momentum. There also could be implications with regard to economic slowdowns, but recent discussion on this sector and on PSTG is certainly very bullish. So the key concern is maybe the company is overvalued, because it is trading close to all-time highs. But I think the growth in revenue, the strong balance sheet, and also the potential for the future are some of the key reasons for this. So keep an eye out on ticker symbol PSTG, which I do think is a great stock to hold for the long term. Let's have a look at the latest updates for MMTLP and GNS, which I think is going to be related to what's going on with MMTLP. What John Berger has posted is thanking Roger Hamilton, and the news is with regards to what Roger has stated is he is filing a GNS lawsuit, and he has a message for the long-term shareholders, obviously thanking them, but also stating for whoever has lost their shares and lost their money or left and previously held GNS, he wants to say that know that a class action is seeking to recover your losses. So certainly very, very bullish. And I think for MMTLP going forward, the directors and obviously the key insiders of the company could certainly learn a lesson from this, depending on how it goes. Also looking at potential rewards and some money back for the MMTLP shareholders. What Junk Savvy has stated is obviously confirming that the Genius Group is filing a federal class action lawsuit against Citadel Securities and Virtue Financial, who are also allegedly tied to the MMTLP fiasco. So certainly very, very interesting. So we have a look at the press release here from Genius. We can see on their investor relations page, the company are filing a federal securities class action lawsuit against Citadel and Virtue for alleged market manipulation. So strong words there. And if we have a look at the details of what the company is believing and looking at, obviously the class action lawsuit is for anybody who sold Genius stock at artificially deflated prices, and that is due to any alleged abuse. Also, the class action is recovery not just for the losses of the company, but also for the shareholders, which I think is extremely important. So it's going to appoint a lead plaintiff for the class action, and that is to protect the shareholder interests. And the final part of the press release I'd like to draw your attention to is some of the things that they have pointed out, and that is with regard to manipulative orders, which were calculated and for allegedly, for example, 98% of the trading days during the period, the defendants repeatedly entered spoofing trades designed to obviously manipulate the share price, and dozens, sometimes thousands of such trades on a given trading day to looking to drive the price down. They also repeatedly built massive short positions. So remember, all these are allegations. Obviously, they engaged in naked short selling. So again, strong parallel with the MMTLP. And also, we're looking at selling of significant shares in GNS in the off-exchange trading. So again, surprise there. So reaction from KKEP, looking at Citadel D&O insurance versus potential liability, and pointing out D&O Tower, looking at evaluation here, 200 million to 5,500 million. Citadel annual profits alone between $5 and $10 billion. Ken Griffin's next net worth, he is a billionaire, in excess of $36 billion. So we could see a significant payout there if there is success. What Amy has stated is anybody who's buying GNS right now, the lawsuit doesn't benefit you as in a new shareholder. It's for people who sold between April the 12th, 2022 and May the 30th, 2025. So keep an eye on those dates and see if you qualify. And the final shout out is to StopMinds 007, who stated here it's going to be GNS week all next week. This thing previously ran from $1 to $12, also $40. So we could see situations where Reddit and Wall Street bets are going behind this. So certainly want to keep an eye on, and we will be doing that certainly in the trading week from Monday. And finally, if you would like to join us in the challenge, get a copy of my buy and sell alerts, join us in the Discord, as well as access to the weekly watch list. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.